Bill, you're in Livingston, going to the funeral after the tragic loss of Brendan Tevlin. What did you find out today?
Bill, I was inside the church here at St. Philomena's for the funeral mass of Brendan Tevlin in Livingston. Brendan Tevlin grew up in Livingston but was gunned down at the intersection of Walker Road and Northfield Avenue in West Orange. The ceremony gave me goosebumps. I heard the most moving rendition with bagpipes of Amazing Grace right in front of Brendan's coffin. He was baptized here, he had his communion here, he had his confirmation here, and he was a Eucharistic minister at this church. The siblings spoke about their brother. His sister said that Brendan lived every day like he was going to die tomorrow. As we were leaving, I spoke to a woman. She went to the same school as him.
I take a night class at NJIT, and the way my parents wanted me to come home was to take Northfield Avenue, and I would go right past that intersection. So my parents were just relieved that I chose to take my daytime route home.
Sabila, every story we hear, there were hundreds that showed up at Seton Hall Prep. There's a large group there. There are hundreds that are going on social media talking about an A student, a great guy. Do we have any more information about what may have happened?
In terms of the investigation, police are at a standstill. I spoke to the prosecutor's office, and she said that they are still trying to identify those two men in the surveillance pictures. Their investigation hasn't moved much since that.
This is somebody who was shot several times, and the police are saying that this was not a random act. So it sounds like they know more than they're telling us right now.
That's a possibility. When I asked the prosecutor spokesperson, I asked her, the fact that you're still trying to identify these men, does that mean that you're going nowhere with your investigation? And she said, well, I wouldn't say that. So they're being very cautious with what words they're choosing. But obviously, if they had made an arrest, they definitely would have told us by now.
I spoke to private investigator Joe Giacalone. He's been following this case, and he's letting us know exactly, where he thinks the investigation will go from here.
The victimology by the police, when they conduct these kind of investigations, become very important, where you try to get to know who your victim was, who their friends were, what they like to hang out with, and if they held any secrets. A lot of times people hold secrets and they don't want anybody else to know about it.
Sabila, obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. Continue to stay on this, and hopefully we get some more information soon.